Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Brooke and you are at the Pink Frog. Today we are going to do a vintage haul and a vintage-esque haul. And what I mean by that is that some things are going to be true vintage and some stuff is going to be vintage-esque. Meaning not vintage but vintage-like. I've been doing a lot of traveling lately. I've been going to Wisconsin and I found a really unique, wonderful vintage store that's called Juju's Vintage on Milwaukee Road in Chicago, which I'm absolutely head over heels in love with. I can't say enough good things about this place. It's just magical. If you're in the Chicagoland area, I suggest that you go there. Other places that I went up to Wisconsin, and I've just been bebopping around, and I know that some people have requested a vintage haul, so I'm going to bring one with you today. Like I said, some of the things I'm going to bring with you are vintage and some are vintage-esque. What I'm wearing right now is not necessarily vintage, but to me it gives the vintage vibe. This is a sweater that I thrifted, and I've got my little Scotty dogs, which are a nod to the 50s to me. So, and I've got my big pearl earrings in, and my hair is, pulled back, and I just am wearing a little bit more heavy makeup. One of the things that I absolutely love is there is a vintage vlogger that is on YouTube that I just am absolutely head over heels with, and her name is Miss Lady Lace. She is the coolest cat there is. She's just so cool, and everything she does is just, she's just perfect as far as I'm concerned. But she always says she likes to go out in full drag, vintage drag. And I thought that was really appropriate because when you go out and you're doing your vintage thing, you wear a little bit more makeup, you do your hair differently and everything. And I just thought that was a really cool term to coin, vintage drag. If you get a chance, check out her vlog. It's Miss Lady Lace, and she is just really super cool. Anyway, let's get on with our little show and tell now for vintage. Today it's been freezing rain and snow here in Chicago, which I absolutely love because of the snow is romantic and pretty. I've got my cup of Earl Grey and I'm all ready. So you guys grab a drink. This is going to be kind of a long haul for you guys. So I'm not doing any sewing in this. So if you wanted to see a sewing video, that's not what this is going to be. I had a couple of requests to do a vintage haul, and so that's what I'm going to do today. For those of you who want to stick around, I'm glad to have you, and please join me. See you in a minute. So one of the things that I got the first time that I showed you in the last video is this wonderful hat. I absolutely love it. It's terrific, and it's really, really, really sophisticated. It gives that extra kind of glamorous look to you when you're looking around at a cafe or something. The other thing that I got was I got this wonderful sweater, and it has like a leopard print on it. And you could put a big gaudy brooch on it if you wanted to do extra glam. And I love this sweater. It's just wonderful. And I got this thrifting. It's not necessarily vintage, but it does give that vintage look, that little vintage vibe. And I got these wonderful gloves. These are arm-length gloves that I got. And I showed these also in my other video that I did for Halloween because I wore them, and I'm wearing a big, gigantic, obnoxious, gaudy ring that's glass. But it's fun. It's, it's dressing up. But I absolutely love the hat. And then I paired them with some big, gigantic, my big pearl earrings. And then what I did for the necklace was, I like doing things like this. Sometimes you have to make and do. So I had a pearl necklace that I wanted to make a double strand. And then this is simply a hair barrette that goes in your hair. And I used it to make it so that the pearls attach. They look like one unit, which I thought was kind of cool. And that's make and do, and that kind of gives that vintage-esque. Obviously, what I'm wearing, the only thing that I'm wearing that's absolutely vintage are the gloves and the hat. But the pearls and the whole pearl earrings and the gaudy piece gives it that vintage vibe. At least I think it does. It gives that extra glam. Anyway, I'll be back with look number 2. Okay, so this is look number 2. This is definitely a vintage sweater. I'm going to come in for a close-up, and I love using a handkerchief as something to wear as a tie. And I don't know how close I can get in to let you see, and the strawberries are really cute. And then I use my hair clips for everything. I just used a hair clip across the throat. And then the sweater has all kinds of details on it, little these are little seed beads that are on here that are done with velvet trim, which I just love. This is really pretty. And that's all velvet in there. And then they've got the kinds of clips on there that, the closures on there that are just an eye and hook. So you can't even see it. And again, by doing the little bit of detail work up here with the clip and cute earrings, no matter what you wear, just something cute and big and kind of, you know, bubbly, you can make something look more more vintage-esque than it would be normally just by wearing the sweater. It just adds that little bit more, which I love. And these are just hair clips that I put in my hair that I use to hold the tie up. And I always like doing a high collar. So with this, you guys are gonna laugh because I laughed when I saw how big these were. I went to Target, and Target has a lot of really cool, in the teen section, glasses that are from the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, everything. And I saw these. I'm just gonna put them on. And I have a really small face, but I love wearing glasses, and these are really super big on my face. But they have that flare right here. Now these are not vintage at all, but they still are very cool, pink and fun, and you know, they're sassy. I like the word sassy for me, I guess. And they're just really kind of cool. And I got these for $10, which is awesome. And then I'm just going to show you something else really quickly. Got these cool shades, and these definitely are very cool too. And they're reminiscent of that era, I think. And these are super cool. And I got, these are the tortoiseshell plastic fake. I got them at the dollar store. It's really good place to get some cute sunglasses if you ever need them. Okay, now for look number 3. I was like, can I count? Can I hold up my fingers? 3? Hold on one sec. Now this is another true vintage sweater, and I'm going to come in for the details on that. That's all embroidered. Really beautiful. Oops, I'm grabbing the wrong side. Because I have dyslexia. I have dyslexia. I have a hard time with my left and my right. Not when I drive though, so don't worry about that. This is another vintage one that I absolutely love. This has got the beautiful pearls on it, and as you can see, they're kind of dangling, but all the work that went into it, the beading on the sleeve, just absolutely amazing. I love these sweaters. I just wear them all the time. And again, I can wear them with a skirt. I can pair them with anything. But again, it gives that vintage vibe. And I just love it. And you can throw on a pair of vintage glasses, be all set to go. Or you can add a beautiful vintage hat. This hat is just absolutely amazing. I love this. I got this at Juju's Vintage. Again, on Milwaukee Road in Chicago. I'm sorry, I love the place. If you guys have a chance to go there, amazing. Anyway, this is the hat that I got from Juju's Vintage. Absolutely love this hat. Love it. Love it so much. So cute. It's a little bit dirty. One of the cool things about it, it's from Chicago. It is, just recently, unfortunately, Carson Perry Scott's has closed down, which is really sad. But this hat is from Carson Perry Scott, and it says on it Chicago right inside the label. It's extreme close up. Let's put the hat back on. And it makes it just a little more cuter. Then at Juju's, I got a wonderful clutch that I showed you guys in the video. This clutch is a light pink. It's like a feathery pink. It's got rhinestones and studs and just little flowers all over it. And it's just a little, can't see where it's a Jolie's original. The inside has got some stained watermarks. Maybe that's perfume. I don't know, but I just saw this and I thought it was just absolutely adorable and so cute. It just really is. Let's try it with the shade, shall we? See what happens. Okay, maybe that's just a little bit over the top. Okay. Maybe not so much. But the hat is adorable. The hat needs some love and care though. It is really dirty and it's velvet. So what I'd like to do is try and learn how to make this shape. And it seems to me It's got wires inside, but you can see there's like a lot of dirt inside that it needs a lot of TLC. The velvet is a little bit messy too. You can see. But I didn't care. It's just, I love this hat. And the fact that it's one of Chicago's own, it just is so cool. Yay! Big thumbs up. Okay, we're on number 4. 4. This is another beaded sweater that is similar to the one that I had on before. But this one has seed beads all over it. And again, it has the little eye and hook closure on here, so it's invisible. Very cute. Nothing on, no detail on the sleeve at all. Is there muss on the sleeve? No. No detail on the sleeve though, but nonetheless very cute and fun and sophisticated. 5. So this is a top that is thrifted, not vintage, but really super cute. There's Rickrack all around the detail of the collar, which I thought was really, really sweet and like of that innocent era when people wore Rickrack still. I don't think you'd find kids today wearing Rickrack. Don't know. And the sweater is definitely not vintage, but I call it vintage-esque. I love the beading, or the little glass rhinestones that are on there. I don't think they're glass, they're probably plastic, but still. And then I pair it with the tie. I love a tie. I think a tie can tie things all together. I really do. I think it can bring a look together. I'm a huge fan of ties. It adds a pop of color. It gives something a little, like the color looks a little higher. It's a little more, you know, preppy, I guess. I don't know if you'd call it that. You could wear it down though too without the tie. Let's just see. Oh, let's ruin the look. Okay, without the tie, the top is still cute. But I don't think it's as cute as with the tie. I think it's cuter with the tie. Tie, no tie. I think tie wins every time. It's not a tie with a tie. Little play on words there. Okay, but I can wear my next set of glasses, which are cool blue. These also came from Target. And they do have the high wings on the side, which I think are really cool, and a nod to the 50s. And I got these for, I think these glasses were all, except for the ones that came from the dollar store, these are all, I think, 11 bucks, 10 bucks. And they, if you have a chance to go to Target, go to the junior section, they have really unique shapes, really cute triangles and things, but they only had them in black and not real good on me. I like lighter, fairer colors if I can wear them, browns, blues, pinks. So on to look number 5, I think. I should have called this Parade of the Vintage Sweaters. I only have one more sweater left, which is the, oh, it's so amazing. And then I'm going to show you some of the vintage things that I got. And this is my last sweater. This is definitely vintage. The hat comes from Juju's Vintage in Chicago. Just want you to see all the detail, the beading detail on that. It's just so pretty. I love it. It's just perfect. And then the sweater is, I just went gaga over. There are wonderful flowers, clusters of beading on this sweater that is just wonderful. The detail is just really pretty. I just love that. When I saw the sweater when I saw the hat, I just knew right away exactly what I wanted. I was like, oh my gosh, you know, love at first sight can happen, even if it is with an inanimate object. And the hat, I just loved. I was like, it's so cute. And again, I pair it with a tie. You can do it without a tie, but like I said, ties are my thing. I really enjoy them. Hold on one sec. Okay, one of the unique things that I got from my local thrift Goodwill was this vintage patent leather clutch. The thing I love about it, and I used this the whole entire time when I was in Wisconsin, and I was going, because I needed something if I do this, I'm gonna look like a dork. I needed something that I could hold, so it's kind of like an iPad, the handle on it. Gee, I wonder if they got that from, iPad got the idea of having a handheld just like this from vintage fashion, from purses and things. And then you open it up and it's just, I've got my tickets in here, I've got my Juju's Vintage. I can't say enough good things about it. And I got this from my local thrift. But this, and the hat I got from Juju's Vintage. But this purse is amazing because I was running around, I was doing so many things, and I needed, especially when we did that murder mystery thing. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. When I did the murder mystery thing, we did the murder mystery, everybody had a part. I was like, finally I get to relax and eat my dinner, and they're like, Brooke, come up, you're next. And I'm like, oh. So I was like shoveling food down, but I needed to keep a clutch with me, and I needed to keep my, my cards with me and everything. So this I could pretend like I was running down the street with it and it would not fall off. So highly recommended. Very cool. The hat is really cool. I love it. Again, just so cute. And paired it with my tie, and I think that it completes the look, and it gives, oh, I totally forgot my earrings. Let me come in for an extreme close up. These are so cute. They're grapes. I don't want to yell into the speaker. They're grapes, and I got these today, as a matter of fact. I saw them at one of my favorite thrift stores, and I bought them. I was like, they've been there for 2 weeks. That means they're mine. Nobody else bought them. And I'm going to show you some. I think that's it. Yes, just a couple of other things I got. These are just little tiny accessories. This I got, these are earrings that I bought today. So cute. Little rhinestone side, and those are definitely vintage. And then these, I have a huge thing for grapes, and I love these earrings. These are just too cute. They are so cute. And they're grape earrings. And what ended up happening is they're clips. As you can see, they're clip-ons. And all I did was I put a post to the back of it, and then I just put them in, and I put I take a little closure and I put it on the back so I can actually wear them. But these are definitely so cute. Love them. So adorable. And they're grapes. I just have a huge thing for grapes. Okay, now I will get into because that's the last of the clothing. Let's get into the objects. So one of the things that I love is vintage photographs and pictures and paintings, and it doesn't have to be from the 1800s, the 1900s, whatever. It can be from the 60s or the 70s. This I found, I'm just gonna hold it up. This is more like my childhood. This is more like 60s, 70s style. But I love it. It's just so feminine. It's a little ballerina. And I got this at a local thrift store as I was going up to Libertyville. Absolutely love this. This is a really neat find, and I love things like this. I don't know if it's the 60s or the 70s. If anybody out there knows what era this is, let me know, because I just love it. I think it's really cute. And I don't even know what to call it to like look it up on Etsy or anything. So when I see things like this, I just grab them. I'm gonna get one other. Hold on one sec. Okay, then I got this one is really beautiful. I got this gal. You can totally see the glare. I'm trying to make it so you don't see the glare off the glass. Try and come in for a close-up there. I love this. And I don't know what era it is. Look at her. She's so beautiful. And I don't know anything about it. It just says on the back, patent pending. That means, no, I don't know. That doesn't give any details about it. If anybody knows about this era, I'm pretty sure it's like the 60s, 70s era, but I love it. And I love the frame that it's in. All the depth of it, I think, is really neat and pretty. That was another thing. Then one thing that I've been looking for when I was a little girl, I was growing up in partially my grandparents' house, and they had a lot of beautiful things that my great-grandmother had, and one of them was a vintage brush. It wasn't vintage for her, but it was vintage nonetheless. And I've been on the hunt for a vintage brush for a really long time, and I fell in love with this one. And it's pink, and it's pretty, and it's gold, and I love it. I got this from Juju's Vintage. so pretty. And it's, I haven't used it yet. There'd be pink hair in here, pink hair galore. I just love it though. It's so pretty and it's so feminine and I really, really, really enjoy it. Hold on one more sec. This one is a big one. It's really pretty. It's in a huge, obnoxious frame. Stand back. So you gotta get some perspective. I don't know how good the light is going to be on this. I hope it's good. But I love this painting. I just think it's really pretty. And it is a painting. And there's no, again, no information. But again, it's that same era. And I want to say it's the 60s or the 70s. And I just love it. It's really, to me, it's like, now I would consider it to being shabby chic. And I just love it. I just thought that was really beautiful. And then last but not least, I haven't even taken it out of the bag since I bought it. It's a piece of clothing. It's a big piece of clothing. This I got from Ooh La La in Antioch. It's Antioch, but I always say Antioch. And I love this. Oh, so beautiful. Oh, and it's so warm. Woohoo! Now this is not vintage. It's vintage-esque, and it is glamorous. Oh, I love it. It's so warm, and I think she gave it to me for like 35 bucks. It is beautiful. It's not real fur. It's faux fur, and it's just snuggly, dreamy goodness. Oh my gosh, and it's just so perfect, and I love it. And that is Ooh La La Boutiques and it's not an antique shop. Ooh La La Boutique, not antiques. Boutique. They sell really beautiful, beautiful vintage pieces there. Vintage-esque pieces. And this I just love. This is just total glamour. I love it. So pretty and so snugly warm. Hold on one more sec. I lied again. There's one more coat. And this is not vintage-esque at all. It is just absolutely beautiful. I guess you could say it's a nod to, like, I don't know, like a Mrs. Fisher kind of thing because of the fur. But I love this, and it's absolutely perfect. I got it at Forever 21. And it goes, I've been trying to find a coat that goes well with my coloring, and this absolutely is amazing. It might look brown on camera, but it's not. It's pink and purple, but it's mauve. The fur is mauve. Mauve. Oh, I love it. And it's warm, and it's... Do I not have any pockets? Oh my God, I was like, oh my God, I don't have any pockets. Where will I put my hands? Ow, that was me. I'm just going to step up so you guys can see. I love this. When I saw this, I was like, no way. And I was like, wait. It was me. It screamed for me to come get it. It was perfect for the pink frog. And I love I keep petting it. I'm like, I love it. It's my friend. It's my furry friend. So that is it for all my epic adventures, vintage shopping. Oh wait, do I have one more thing? Just kidding. I don't have anything else. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun doing it. If you guys like this kind of thing and you'd like to see me do more vintage shopping or sharing my vintage with you, give me a big thumbs up. If not, that's cool too. Everybody to their own. I have no problem with that, but I love vintage and I like to share it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope everybody has a happy, happy, happy Thanksgiving because it's coming up and I'm so excited because I have off Thursday and Friday. What am I saying? Thursday and Friday. I'm so tired. Oh my God, my job. I have to get up really early in the morning, so it just like makes me sleepy all the time. And I want everybody to have a happy, amazing Thanksgiving. I am definitely got clothing in the works that I'm making right now for my next show and tell, which is great. I'm really excited about it. I'm working on my Christmas dress. I love it. It's amazing. And again, if you have a chance to come to the Chicagoland area, check out Ooh La La Boutique in Antioch. try to go to Juju's Vintage on Milwaukee Road in Chicago. It's like right over the border, and it's like it's not Chicago. It's from the suburbs like Niles area to Chicago. It's like a street away. And yeah, just keep being fabulous out there and have a wonderful holiday. And I thank you so much for everybody from tuning in and checking things out and having a very, very happy Thanksgiving. And I will see you guys really supersonically soon. Bye-bye and thanks.